What's good, YouTube? Christmas Innovation here, bringing you another episode of Locals Report. Haven't brought you guys one in a while because I haven't been to Locals. So without further ado, let's begin. Starting by saying Locals was really annoying just yesterday. Two reasons. For one, for some reason my Locals still was holding it under the old ban list, and for two, I just got sacked against. Yeah, the salt is real. Comment down in the comments below about my bitching and complaining about to do. So round one, I played up against Dinko Dolls. And it's funny because a subscriber told me, yeah, shit, Dolls is a bad matchup for you because no matter what, they gain advantage. I'm like, I don't think so because heroes can make Dark Law, and every time I play against Shadows, they go Shadow Fusion, send them to the graveyard, bring out Construct either gets Composed, Bottomless, Mirror Force, etc. So I went first, I go Summon the Monk. I thought the guy was playing Ritual Beast because my last Locals report, it's the same guy that was using Ritual Beast the last time, if you guys remember. I go Summon the Monk, hit the spell, and he goes Veiler. I'm like, who the fuck mains Veiler? Now, I'm not saying, like, people don't main Veiler, because I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys main Veiler, but it just caught me off surprise because I haven't seen no one in my Locals in a long time main deck Effect Veiler. Plus, Effect Veiler is not that great of a card against Necros because they can gain so much advantage over you. The one Veiler don't matter. But against decks like mine, like if I go Hero Lives, they Veiler my Shadow Mist, it hurts a lot. If I go with Monk, they Veiler my Monk, and I have nothing to follow up with it, I lose. So game one, I went first, he Veiler my Monk. I was pretty much in a losing position from there. Then my hand would have been good. I had Call of Hana and everything, but didn't matter. And then game two, he went first, set. I go Rhoda. I went first. Couldn't open up Dark Law. I intern. He sets back row pass. I rip the Rhoda, play the Rhoda, change, mistake. I'm like, great. So game one, he opened up his out to my Monk, and game two, he opened up mistake. Congratulations, sir. You're an amazing player. Yeah, the salt is real once again, but hey, shit happens. And obviously, Dinko second got in that ass. So I lose round one to Dinko Dolls. Didn't even know people were still playing that deck, so whatever. Round two, that's what I played up against. Another Dinko Dolls. But this time, I 2-0'd the Dinko Dolls. He didn't draw amazing as he did on me in the... Well, this is a difference. He didn't draw amazing as the other player did, and I don't believe he was main decking mistake. He was playing... Or he wasn't main decking effect player. He was playing more of the original Dinko Doll version with the dragons in, and you send them to the graveyard and search out one dragon, especially I don't know what the names are. Basically, I 2-0'd that version, so yeah. At this point, I was like, okay, lost to the Dinko Dolls, beat the Dinko Dolls, whatever. Solemn Warning was amazing against Dinko Saka, because he went, I went for a set 5, shot him at something, he goes, Dinko, I'm like, Warning, fuck you, bro. So yeah, I didn't even know he was playing. Round 3, played up against Yosenju's. And this was an interesting match. I beat him game 1, barely remember how. I didn't draw Mirror Force, he just kept normal summoning. I had to compose. I was drawing odd hands today. No matter I power shift, I was drawing hands. And like MST loved me. Like once you guys see my duel video, whenever my duel video finished uploading on YouTube, probably see it before this video. I kept MST loved me yesterday. So I'm thinking about cutting MST from 3 back down to 2 for some reason. Like having it at 3 is too much. So I beat him game 1. Game 2, he just murked me. Like I couldn't make Dark Law. And he just had a hand of summon, poke. And I couldn't draw Mirror Force even though I run 3 of them. So I lost game 2 and game 3. Honestly, game 3 went down to the wire against the Yosenju player. And ultimately, Anki was putting in work because he summoned 3 of his Yosenjus, made that Harpy Phantasmal Exceed that you can't attack it, you can't target it with stuff, almost everything like that target. So I'm like, yeah, I didn't know that deck played that card, but okay. And he was poking me directly, so I said, fuck it, I'm gonna make Anki and poke him directly. And eventually, Phantasmal Dragon ran out of resources, and I just pretty much won the game from there on in. So in round 3, I beat up Yosenju's. In round 4, Epic's the Telenite matchup. Another guy, I've been sitting at Locals for a while now, pretty cool dude. I got game 1. Like pretty cool, Dark Law control. Game 2, we went back and forth down to the wire. It was pretty cool because he told me like I was on his hit list of people to beat, so I guess I'm getting more known as a better player at locals now. Man, I guess I do fairly well. I mean, I don't try to gloat about what I accomplish. It's one thing I try to be humble, and I believe humbleness will take me a long way. So yeah, being on someone's hit list to beat is pretty cool. I beat him game 1. Game 2 we go back and forth. Almost had him game 2 because I really opened up a terrible hand of double. I opened like double Goblinberg, double call, and like an MST. So the most random hand ever. Couldn't rip the rota. And I kept drawing my call behind it. So I drew into the call behind it. And it got to the point where it's like I had to he went for a Trivier play because I had back row face down. And he was fearing the Mirror Force. So I told him before the tournament started, yeah, we're triple Mirror Force now. He went for Trivier. Now keep in mind I have 2 call behinds on my field already. He returned all my stuff back to my hand. I'm like, okay. I chain compose to Trivier. He main phase 2 normal summon to Tellarknight, the one that sends to the graveyard pass. I have Goblinberg in hand, so I got Goblinberg. Long story short, I exotoned him, almost came back, but due to my hand not being the most effective, he ended up getting game 2. That's pretty much what happened, yeah. In game 3, another epic game. We went back and forth. I made Dark Law a few times. He Alpha Nova me a few times. And what it really came down... Oh, yeah, I sided the hands against him. So I sided in 2 fire hands, 2 ice hands. I sided in 2 light mirrors. So, yeah, I sided the hands, and the hands put in work. I eventually drew the light mirror, but he eventually messed up the light mirror. And what really came... That match really came down to, honestly, was time. Like, we were going back and forth. Like, the game lasted like about 40 minutes just for that one game. And my locals was actually getting ready to close. So I'm pretty sure the local judge wouldn't have cared by calling time, but he just said, fuck it, timing around. We were playing for like over an hour, for sure over an hour. Just me and this guy, we were just going back and forth. Everyone, a few people was watching us, not a lot. And once time was called, he was up on life points. I had final turn. I had a field of Anki and Castel. He had nothing, no cards in hand. He top decks on his turn. He did his 3 turns. On his turn, he top decked the same monster as Castel. Normal summoned it, which was the monster that went to the graveyard. Past turn because he couldn't beat over Castel and Anki. My turn, final turn, I rip Regeki his field, hit him for 48, and it still was not enough to beat him. I was kind of pissed because I'm like, fuck. Because of time, I lost it. He had no resources, no cards in hand, no cards in field, no nothing. And his next card was crap, so I would have won regardless. But because of time, I lost. So it is what it is. He opened his pack, he pulled crap, so that kind of made me feel a little bit better on the inside. So Locust is pretty cool today. The deck is still performing pretty well under the new ban list. Definitely needs a few tweaks. One of the tweaks I'm thinking about is cutting Mirror Force back down to 2 from 3. It kind of clogged at 3 a little bit. Same thing with MST. I feel like MST isn't that relevant at 3 because when I was playtesting against Necros, like that, no Necros is gonna be the best deck, and just opening MST against them is just like, ugh, I don't want to draw the MST. And running a 3 and a 40 card deck, I'm gonna open it up a lot. So might cut MST back to 2. And yeah, locals is pretty fun. So yeah. With all that being said, let me know about how locals was for you guys this week in the comment section down below. And of course, I do these videos because I truly believe in helping you guys become better players. And I also do these videos because I truly believe in you guys help me become better players. Once again, this is Chris from Team Innovation, and I'm signing out. Peace, guys. Have a good day.